That's what we're going to call this segment now. Unscripted. Microbrands, unscripted. Something like that. Okay? Let's do that. Chris Greaves, 1468, mentioned that um, he wanted to have my opinion about microbrands, like American microbrands that are doing very cool things. He listed a few ones here. He listed Brew, Traska, and Trafford, right? And I added Nodus there for some reason. I don't know where. Did he mention Nodus? Oh yeah, he mentioned Nodus as well. So I picked three of those. So I left out Trafford for another day. I think Trafford is also very interesting, but I think I can mention that to another time. And of course, this is my channel. This is a watch pirate ship. Only the captain makes decisions, and the captain has decided that only three American microbrands are we're going to talk about this in this video. Now, the three microbrands that he mentioned there, Brew, Traska, and Nodus, all of them are really great American microbrands that are making a splash in the scene. And design-wise, they have something to offer. Well, at least two of them. But let me go into my discussion here. So what do I think about them? Brew, let's go to Brew. Brew, in my opinion, has been doing a lot of great stuff that is themed towards the coffee enthusiasm as well. So it's watches and coffee mixed together and you get Brew. And actually, that's a very fun take at watches because not only do they have a theme, but they also have some sort of practicality to them, especially the metric watches. I love those, and the mere fact that they have the 30-second bloom timer on it makes use of that chronograph appropriately, which is exactly what you need to have a perfect brew. And it's just a fantastic idea. And not only that, I didn't, again, we didn't make any research on this. I don't even know the name of the designer. Probably when I hear about it, it's familiar. But he is a designer, and he designed these watches to look like, or at least resemble, anything coming from the coffee genre and the barista genre. And you could see that. You could see them on the grills, on the curves that he uses on his watches. Not only are they looking like they don't. Not only do they look like vintage style, but they also look similar to the smooth and curvaceous nature of these coffee design, these equipments that they see. You know, the espresso machines and the different paraphernalia used in the barista genre. I think Brew is a fantastic watch brand, and it's fun in a elegant and subtle way. Also, I actually, it's one of the few microbrands that I really wanted to buy for myself because I asked them numerous times whether I could review their watches. They didn't reply at all, so I'm just now compelled to just buy one of the metrics. But I'm still thinking about it because, you know, I don't have disposable money. But anyway, one day I will own a Brew for sure. But I'm still waiting for, maybe I'm waiting for the proper watch design. I wanted to add the gold one, the all gold metric chronograph. But then SKX Mod sent me this all gold baby square mod. So this will be reviewing soon. So this is kind of occupying that space now in my taste. So that will have to wait. Now, going to Traska. Traska, I think, of the three, is the most vanilla of all of them. I mean, sad to say that, but looking at their collection, it's mostly the same kind of diver cases that I see everywhere. And maybe the finishing is a little bit different, but I have to have Traska on my hand to evaluate that. But let's be honest, most of these finishings are almost interchangeable with each other. unless you're looking at a specific luxury house that finishes their own watches their own way. And even then, like say for example, Grand Seiko and the way they finish their watches compared to Menase, it's almost identical. Or even to some like Glasuta. So that's where all of the minute refinements matter. But on these levels, around the under $1,000 range, that really doesn't seem to matter. So what matters more is how interesting your designs are. But Traska, for some reason, does not appeal to me as much. If I look at their designs, just looking at some of the things that you could pull out from Google, it looks practically every other watch that I've seen, to be honest. So I'm not terribly interested in Traska. It will take some convincing for me to see that. And why not? If they could send their watches for me to review, look at it at a bit more detailed examination, then maybe to change my mind, or I could pick out some interesting things to talk about it. But for now, no. It's not that I have like hundreds of thousands of viewers for me to matter or for me to be on their radar to review. But if that happens, I'll give them a chance. But for now, they're the least interesting of the three that was suggested to me. Now, Nodus, on the other hand, is a bit more interesting to me. They offer a wider range of watches. They have some divers. They have some fliegers in there. We can call them fliegers, aviation watches and whatnot. And they have varying designs, varying complications in between. And they even have destros, which is pretty cool. I think there's room for any collection to have a destro. Okay, and the good thing about the Nodus, all of these are American brands. Okay, that's what at least the viewer says. Traska, I'm not sure if it's American, but I think it seems like it's American. But Nodus even offers a design yourself collaboration with them. So that is a big plus to me. I would love to have that. I actually submitted my application to them. I filled out their form. I have a basic idea of what I wanted to do, and let's see if they even email me back. Well, it's a Saturday, so I don't know if they're going to be email. And then American football season is winding down, so everybody's busy, I guess. But Nodus has some really interesting designs. They seem to have some restraint also when it comes to their designs. They don't go all the way out, and they have a really good way of playing with colors and their light play on their bezels. I like that. So that's another thing. They can also offer watches with DLC coating, so which is another plus. I think the designers' customization and all of that visual variety is in Nodus, and I wouldn't mind reviewing one of their watches. I may buy one of them at some point, but not as much as I would like to buy a Brew metric. Let's just say that. And they're a little bit pricey too. Keep in mind, many of these American brands are a little bit pricier because of the labor that's being used in the United States. It's a lot more expensive, the human labor there, so it's a little bit more expensive compared to others. But at the very least, like Nodus regulates their own watches themselves, so they don't just buy these mass-produced calibers. They also regulate them in-house in America, so that's a plus. They even, I think I saw that they even have certificates of proof that they regulated the watch, so you could see how much it's gaining or losing seconds per day. And that's a big plus whenever someone do that. I actually wanted to do that, but nobody here in Aruba is going to do that for me, so that's another limitation of my location here. But I appreciate that. And you too, when you see someone that's really passionate about watches and they are willing to go through the lens of employing someone to regulate the watch and to assemble it in the United States or at whatever location it may be, that's a plus. It's an extra cost, but that's a plus. They know that they care about their watches, and that's something that I appreciate. So that's the three micro brands that we're going to discuss today. What about you? You have comments for sure. I cannot shut you up. You guys are a loud bunch, so I know for sure you're going to comment, and I welcome them. Let's make a discussion, and maybe let's make another video about that, or suggest more micro brands for me to review unscripted.